Hello, friends, and welcome into Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey, here to talk some trade rumors around the Ravens, namely Zach Ertz. Does he make sense as a trade target for the Baltimore Ravens, floated out there by FanSided? On one hand, I get it. Zach Ertz is very much a known name. He's a notable player in this organization, or around the NFL. This is someone that teams know quite well. However, I'm also not convinced that Zach Ertz is the same Zach Ertz that we're accustomed to. And not only that, a major problem here, Zach Ertz has an $8.5 million base salary. That's a major issue in terms of getting him onto a team that is already aware of some impending salary cap potential issues as big-name guys get added. Now, Ertz in 2020, I know the quarterback situation was bad, and I don't want to totally discount that as a reason for what was objectively a bad year. 36 catches in only 11 games, 335 yards, the one score. The reality was that Zach Ertz, not that good. Now, if you can promise me 2019 Zach Ertz, 88 grabs, nearly 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, I think arguably, but close to consensus, top 5 tight end in the NFL, well, that's appealing for a lot of NFL teams. But there's a reason that nobody's gone out and added Zach Ertz yet, and that's because I don't think there's much interest in him. At his age, at his contract situation, and with the way he played this past year, I think Ertz's value is very, very low, a lot more than what we would have had the discussions around this time last year. So if you want to go after Zach Ertz, this is the trade package I put together. Again, I'm not really sold on it. Ravens, of course, they get Zach Ertz. The Eagles get a conditional 7th-round pick. Now, I would also think the Ravens would either want to extend or redo the Zach Ertz deal, which he may not want to, or ask the Eagles to eat some of the money, which I don't think Philadelphia wants to do. And that's why we're at where we're at, where Ertz, a former top 5 tight end, is sitting here in mid-June without an obvious destination, still stuck in limbo with his current team who wants to trade him, but so far hasn't actually found a taker, or at least an offer they view as good enough. So what do you guys think? Let's say it is that cheap for Zach Ertz, but you got to keep his $8.5 million base salary. Would you trade for him? Get your votes in. Type in Y for yes, or you can type in N for no. Now, I do wonder if the Ravens, specifically this year, are planning on using a little bit less multiple tight end formations since they have, Sammy Watkins, Rashad Bateman, Marquise Brown, Tylan Wallace, Devin Duvernay, James Prochet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A big two, Andrews, Nick Boyle, right? They did trade for Josh Oliver. Maybe Eric Tomlinson ends up being a guy there. And when I go through this and why I go, no, I don't want Zach Ertz. Mark Andrews, he's tight end 1. He's better right now, I'd argue by a pretty good margin, than what Zach Ertz is. And I'm also assuming, then that might make me look stupid in the end, that Nick Boyle ends up being back and healthy after his really bad knee injury. So I get that Zach Ertz is a significant name around the NFL, and the Ravens love adding tight ends. If he gets cut, I'm down to bring him in. I'm happy to have that conversation at that point. Otherwise, I'm not sure that's really the route the Ravens should be pursuing.